Thank you, Mayor. Attached in your packet for this evening is the July City Manager's Report. So our Gresham Great for this month comes from a community member, and it's for several of our Parks and Recreation staff. A community member said, "Thank you all and everyone at the city for updating our community park. It's shaping up great, and my neighbors shared they have been going since improvements started. Thank you for helping us take pride in our community." So thank you, Johnny, Renee, Cody, and James from Parks and Recreation for their great work. I also have a extra special Gresham Great today. We like to celebrate wins every day when they come. Our staff does phenomenal work every day. And Eric and I just recently learned that Willie, our homeless services specialist, had a personal record today. He permanently housed 4 people, 2 households, and also placed 4 people into a low barrier shelter, all in a day's work. Pretty awesome. So thank you, Willie. Also on the first page, as usual, we've highlighted some data trends. I will note something interesting that you actually don't see on here. You do see an increase in shoplifting that we've experienced year over year when you compare 23 to 22. Of course, if you look at the data from 2021 and 2020, that's clearly impacted by COVID and stores not being open. But actually, if you go all the way back to 2019, our shoplifting numbers are actually similar in comparison to pre-pandemic. So it's just an interesting note. If you put it in context beyond just looking at the previous year, we had seen, a fairly significant amount of shoplifting before that as well. But I'm going to scroll us down to the second page, the bottom half, because for this month, I wanted to highlight some of the great innovation that we do here at the city. Our staff are always looking at how can we do things better? How can we respond to our community with the limited resources that we have? Are there other technologies out there we could be leveraging? So I've highlighted in this month's report 2 initiatives. One is our Drones as First Responders program out of our police department. And the second is this really cool small innovation that our Parks department did. Our police department, thanks to leadership of Sergeant Amen and our chief, have begun a pilot Drones as First Responders program. We are only the 16th program in the entire country, which is pretty cool. So very excited about this. DFR use a remote operator to launch the drone from within a control room. It's autonomously flown, so we're not driving it, autonomously flown to the location of a call for service. When it gets to that location, then we manually take over and are able to direct how we're using the drone. We currently have it piloted launching here at City Hall. So we are able to go within a 1-mile radius, I believe it is, with 2 miles with our drone. We're able to respond to calls quicker than an officer can get there in a vehicle. So we have eyes on situations faster than we ever could within our 2-mile radius. As an example, within our 2-mile radius is our downtown. So the other day there was an incident downtown. We were able to fly the drone there, try to get eyes on what's happening in the situation. It also is helpful for both officer and firefighter safety. We have already deployed the drones to several fires. It provides eyes in the sky, ability to track things. It is really an amazing program. Very excited about this and really proud of our police department for this cool new innovative program that we're trying. And our second small innovation is our Main City Park bench improvements. We had a community member reach out who uses a wheelchair and was trying to find an accessible picnic table in Main City Park. And we don't have any. So they reached out to Parks and Rec, said we're so disappointed. To me, something that's accessible. Some governments would say, oh, that's going to cost money. We have to do, we don't have anything right now. We can't help you. We'll put it on the list. We'll get back to you 3 years from now. Not our parks team. They went out that same day to try to look at what can we do to make one picnic table at least accessible to somebody in a wheelchair. And so they took a look at the infrastructure and thought, why don't we just remove, because there's kind of 4 benches around the table. We have the tools literally in our vehicle to remove one of those 4 benches so someone can literally roll their wheelchair right up to that picnic table. So they went ahead and did it, emailed the community member back. And they're absolutely delighted that we're able to solve this problem really quickly. And so thankful for the staff who, again, with limited resources, finds ways to just solve problems and help our community every day. And so I wanted to point out a few innovations for this month's City Manager's Report. And that's all I have.